Happy Friday, fellas. Man, what a boring day. Oh my God, just when you don't think it could get any worse, I think today was the most boring day out of all the days of this. It's like Inception. Basically, you got a boring range for a week, and then today you get the most boring day out of that smaller range. And then this weekend will probably be the most boring weekend of that smaller Inception time period. And we're just doing Inception, right? And soon, we're not even going to move on the 5-minute chart, fellas. Anyways, let's have a good Friday night. Let's talk about some stuff. Guys, I played some... Man, I mean, there is nothing on the charts today, guys. That's any different than what we've been talking about. But we're probably going to be talking about some food, aliens, and I played some 3-on-3 basketball today, guys. And let me tell you, I cannot keep up with the freaking youngins. God damn, I'm old. Damn. But yeah, man, I played some 3-on-3 basketball today, and shit, those mother effers are fast. I get that. Oh, Lord, man. I got to start doing some sprints and some freaking, I don't know. I got to start running, man. We got to stop lifting some weights, and we got to do some running to catch up with these youngins. Because, man, they just fly past you. It's like, shit, I'll post them up. But, man, they just drive right past you, man. What we got? DJ, what's going on, man? Squid, what's up, buddy? What do we got in here? We got Woods and Waters. We got Jeffrey. We got Franco said, I'm Jordan. I'm feeling some Polish sausage, to be honest. Dude, the Polish sausage. Man, I had some the other day. I have half of it left. I have half of it left in the fridge. I'm going to be drinking the Four Loko tonight. You guys know. Friday night is the Four Loko night for me. So, what probably will happen is I will get home later and eat that Polish sausage. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely need that Polish sausage tonight, man. It's staring at me in the face. I can see it through the fridge. Man, I can just picture putting that ketchup and that mustard and just everything on that freaking Polish sausage, bro. Oh, I don't have any bread though. That's okay. When you're a full Four Loko deep, do you really care about the bread? No, you don't. You'd eat it off the floor. Shit. If I accidentally went to the park and I dropped it in dirt, I would still eat it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's talk about some stuff, guys. Before we get into like the nonsense talk, which I know you guys all like at this point. You know what I mean? We all like the nonsense talk. We're probably going to talk some nonsense tonight. So if you like nonsense, this is the stream for you on a Friday night before Jordan gets into Four Loko mode. You know what I'm saying? Franco said, nice relish and onions on that sausage. Yeah, dude, putting some relish and onions on that sausage might be pretty damn good, too. I just don't, I'm too lazy for that. You know, I'm the most lazy cook, okay? If it's going to take half as long for me and me be able to be lazy and cooking something, I'm taking the lazy route. Easy, every time. Anyways. Bitcoin, what do we got? Well, we're at the same lows that we've been at for, I mean, we've been here since last Friday. 7 days of being in between 30,000. Here comes Clinty. Oh, Clint, it's a Friday night where I'm freaking bored, bro. Don't be shoving it in my ass. Don't be shoving it in any hole, actually. Shit, man. Clint said your song sucked. You suck at basketball. All right, I got to bring this up on the screen, man. Let me bring it up on the screen. Here we go. Clint said your song sucked. You suck at basketball. Your Wyckoff sucks. And you just suck. Not in a good way either. I hope not in a good way. Clint, let's not go there, man. I'm happy it's not in a good way. Okay? But, you know, I will say, give it a few more weeks. Chainlink will be up more year to date than Tesla will be. Just give it a few more weeks, all right? If you want to make fun of my Wyckoff, okay? You know, I will say. And one day, Clint, I will draw a Wyckoff on the Tesla chart. And you better not agree with me. You know what I mean? You better not agree with me, man. One day I will draw the Wyckoff distribution on the Tesla chart. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, shout out to Clinty, though. Happy Friday, guys. Happy
Strap
Friday.
up. We're
Hope
going
everyone's
to the
being
moon.
patient out there and not making any rash decisions on just some choppy price action that's completely meaningless. Don't be making rash decisions during these times. Just chill out. Grab a beer. Enjoy your weekend. Don't be doing anything. That's the stream. I'm out of here, guys. Peace. Never mind. Just kidding. All right. Anyways, guys, Bitcoin's still at the bottom of the range. I'm still long. Same thought process we've had, right? If we go to the daily chart, the last few days, it's the bear saying we're going to break down, and we just haven't done it. So here we are, still in here at kind of just been hugging 30K all day today. So at the bottom of the range, right? Sentiment's dog shit. If you were in the member stream today, we talked a little bit about this bad boy, where majority's bearish, right? So this is one of the popular traders I follow, right? He's a pretty unbiased guy, so his followers are probably pretty unbiased as far as being bullish or bearish. Basically, he asks his followers what happens first. This is on Twitter, not YouTube. Or YouTube, the majority tends to be a little bit bullish, right? We tend to be sort of moon boys over here on YouTube, right? Because, a lot of us, own crypto and want it to go up. So he's asked what happens first. And his followers said 60. It was actually 61% earlier, probably because the price went up a little bit today. Now people are feeling more bullish. That's tend to be what happens. But 60% thinks that we're going to 27K first. 40% thinks we're going to 33K first. So we're at the bottom of the range. I'm not surprised. People are always bearish at the bottom of the range. Get to the top of the range, people are bullish. But in reality, we're just going sideways, right? So still just having patience and waiting to see what Bitcoin's going to do. And that's all we can do at this point, right? Just kind of simply wait. Now, next week's FOMC week, they've kind of been nothing burgers as of late. I'm not going to hold my breath in saying that FOMC is going to give us a massive move because they've been nothing burgers. And the market's already priced in a 25 basis point hike. It's 100% priced in, okay? So, it's probably going to be 25. It's probably not going to affect the market too much because the market already knows it's going to be 25. So there we are. You know what I mean? Looking for some other type of catalyst at the bottom of the range. So that's BTC, chilling, waiting, and just having patience on that bad boy. That's all we can really do at this point. XRP, getting a little bit of a pullback. Actually, kind of not looking too great in here. Maybe this weekend it gets a little bit of one of those weekend moves on the altcoins. I don't know. I don't expect much to happen this weekend. The weekends have been so boring the last 3 months. They've been horrifically boring, where it's not even worth looking at the chart most of the times. But no, we got XRP in here. It's kind of flirting with this. I mean, wherever you want to draw this trend line, it's flirting with this trend line. So just keep an eye on this for the XRP years. But if this does break, I would look for it actually to get a little bit of a sell-off, probably back to the bottom of the range here, back to 68 cents. So XRP, not really going anywhere, at least now. Maybe next week it will. But we need, for the altcoins, man, we just need Bitcoin to go up, bro. At this point, we've just been hugging here for too long. We have. Who we got in here? We got DJ Crypto Noodles. He said, we're in the exact same range as the 2021 face melting stream. Just saying. And the dates are coming. Just saying. Cucumber. Are we? No, we're not in the same. Oh, no, we are in the same range. You remember that day? That day was freaking awesome. Well, let's do a little rewind back on that day. Let's go back to that day real quick and just do a little rewind, man. Let's go back over here to that day, which I believe was right here. It was this day. Yeah, that was a beautiful day. That was such a fun day. It was this day right here, July 21st. One of the craziest days I've ever seen in crypto in my life, just for the absolute sheer quick move. I've never seen anything like it. Basically, Bitcoin was down here. Daily was looking horrible. Basically, Bitcoin started to pump a little bit. I played the pump song. I did a little twirl like this in the seat. And in the span of the pump song being over, I can't do a twirl right here. But in the span of the twirl being over, basically Bitcoin, I think it basically in the span of 10 seconds, I think pumped 15%. It was absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And I don't know if we ever will again. But yeah, that was crazy. Crazy shit. I remember that. A lot of you guys remember that, by the way. If you were here during that, let me know. Let me know, man. Let me know. Your mom said crabbing. Yeah, we are crabbing. I ate, like I said in the pregame lobby, man. I ate crab for breakfast, lunch, and dinner today. Okay, and I don't even like crab, but I ate it today because that's all we got on the menu. We don't got bull. We don't got bear. I don't even know what those taste like. I just had crab for 3 meals today, guys, basically. But no, what I actually wanted to talk about today is like we know what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's in a range. It's been a week straight of just like, okay, we're gonna dump, and it just hasn't done it. So if it does it, it does it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, I'm honestly sick of talking about it. Like I'm sick of talking about it. The one thing I do want to focus on though is Bitcoin over here on the weekly. So you guys remember the old BBWP? I know you guys remember this. And you guys remember how much we were talking about the BBWP back in January when the market was also super boring. It seemed hopeless. It seemed like everything was over. It just seemed like everything was going to shit. Okay, you guys remember that back in January, the big old BBWP. Don't be in here making the jokes. You can't do that. It's 2023. Don't be making the jokes, guys. Don't be making the jokes. Even though, comedians can say whatever they want, but, we can't do it. We can't do it. Jordan, don't be saying that. Don't be talking about BBWPs. This is a crypto stream. What kind of site is this? BBWP. Oh, my God. My son watches this stream. Johnny, close your eyes. But, no, man. I mean, the BBWP, guys. The weekly is tight, okay? Very, very tight. Volatility is actually at its lowest point that it's been at since 2016. It's even lower than it was in January, which at that point it was the lowest since 2016. Now it's even lower. Which tells me that, once again, I know this was kind of laughed at in January, and everyone was like, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. And then all of a sudden, Bitcoin freaking flew like a freaking magnet, 100% to the upside in 3 months, right? We're at that point again, where we're due for another big move, right? We haven't really, if you look at the weekly chart, we haven't really gone anywhere since, let's be real. We haven't really gone anywhere since March, right? It's been like 4 months for the most part, right? We've gone up, we've gone down, we've gone up, we've gone down a little bit, but we haven't gone anywhere for 4 months. We're due again for another one of these big explosive moves. Now, if you're a bull or a bear, you're going to predict if we're going to go up or down on this explosive move. Basically, I went back and I looked at as when we were super low on this. And we tend to respect the trend. We tend to respect whatever trend that we're currently in, and we tend to move in that direction when the BBWP gets low, right? So, like the last few times, so like here, right? I guess a better example would be this one, right? April 2022, clearly we were going down, low BBWP. That was right before the Luna crash. Boom! Bitcoin dropped like 60%. It was done. The time before that was back here in July of 2020, right? We were obviously coming up from the COVID crash. Super low volatility. Boom! Right? Massive move up. Right? And we can look at some of these other times too, right? Right here, right? We kind of like just continued down there. Here, right? Was obviously we were in a bear market. Boom, down. Here, we were kind of coming up from the lows. Continued up, right? And these all precedent massive volatile moves, and it's always when you don't expect it, because why? It's always when the market's not doing anything. You don't get low volatility without obviously low volatility, right? So that's where we're at. I think we are due here for an explosive move, kind of like how we said back in January. And now it's going to be boring, man. It's going to be boring up until that point, but it's going to be a point where it just kind of flips, and it's not going to be boring, and it happens fast. So that's my point for today. I'm expecting some type of this next move to be pretty volatile. It's probably going to be when Bitcoin breaks this range. That's probably going to be the explosive move. So That's what we got. In the meantime, we're waiting. Altcoin markets, we've seen moves up on select altcoins. We've done pretty well on calling some of those out on the channel. And now we're set. We're waiting. The altcoin market needs Bitcoin to go higher at this point. Okay? You'll have the narratives. You'll have the chain links that pump because of this. You'll have the XRPs that pump because of this. But if you want all of them to go up, we need Bitcoin to break this damn range. That's all it comes down to at this point. Come on, man. Anyways. Alien talk. Guys, by the way, I'm probably not going to be, unless something happens this weekend on Saturday or Sunday, I'm probably not going to stream until Monday just because it honestly, there is 0 point right now, so I'll probably end up taking this weekend off. But I thought I'll let you know now as we have someone's having a party outside. Hopefully YouTube doesn't give me a copyright for this. I don't know if can you guys hear the song? Name the song if you can hear it. Name the song. Okay, you can't hear it anymore. If you could hear the song, let me know. But yeah, that's what we got. Anyways, yeah, I probably won't be live till Monday. I'm probably just gonna take the weekend off just because there really isn't anything going on, right? It's just at that point where we know we're waiting for at this point, But tonight we'll hang out, talk about some stuff. Look up August 13th Litecoin price after halving. Oh yeah, Litecoin at this point is a lost cause in my opinion, right? But Litecoin did very well this year, right? I think Litecoin bottomed around $40 and it topped around 120, so it did a 3x this year. So I am not gonna scoff at that. And yeah, it didn't perform as well as the previous halvings, but it did do pretty well. Mike said you'll be here if there's big news. Dude, if Bitcoin went up to like 30,700, I'd be hyped. I'd be here. You know what I mean? But if we're just here, and my take is I think this weekend's going to be super, super boring. The one thing I'll say about the short-term time frames, I want to see one more touch on the top side of this wedge. But we are starting to form some type of wedge at support, right? So, man, it's another one of those things. I've been long for like 5 days, and I've just held that long for 5 days, not moving, paying fees on the long for 5 freaking days. And you know what? I think the exchange is just gassing me up for the fees, man. They just want the fees. I've accepted it, but I will not close my long just because of the fees. I will not do it, man. Zero said, when move? Who the frick knows? Who the frick knows? I will say, who the frick knows? To be honest, I don't really care. The rest of the year is stack mode. Stack mode, stack mode, stack mode. If we stay at 30K for the rest of the year, so be it. So be it. So be it, so be it, so be it. Anderson said, me too, longer than 5 days. F the stable coin. You know what I mean? I think, dude, the stream for the past 5 days, we've talked about the same exact shit. You know what I mean? One thing I meant to show you guys was this. The U.S. government, right here, they're basically, the U.S. government sold 8,200 BTC. So we talked about this on the member stream this morning, and I put it in the Discord this morning too. But this might have explained the reason for that big volume sell-off that we had last week, where everything looked really, really good, just got smacked back down. The government basically sold 8,200 Bitcoin at some point in the last 7 days. It doesn't really tell us when, but at some point in the last 7 days, they sold off 8,000 BTC. So to me, that kind of explains a lot of, was this dump them selling it off, right? Or was this dump where it tried to come up? Was this dump them selling it off? I don't know. But one of these red candles, I would assume, was them just twapping it back down. So could explain a lot of the reasons why we had some sell pressure when we did initially get that move. The question is, and as we'll continue to look at this, is if we do move up here, will they twop more? You know what I mean? And we don't know, right? And that's sort of the thing. We have to take it as it is. But they seem to be selling off BTC like every 3 months. That seems to kind of be their game plan. I know they sold back in March. Last time they sold was right here. When was the last time they sold? They sold, man, it's been, oh, this was the time they sold. They sold right here. Remember this? We moved up to like 25K. They just freaking, and then this red candle was them just twopping it back down. And then we bounced back up, right? So basically they sold here, twopped it down, and then we end up bouncing back up. If we look at where we're at now, right? Basically, who knows where they twopped at. But, you know, if it's anything like the last time, they twop it back down, the hold price down, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens after that. Anyways, I thought I told you that, but I forgot. I meant to say that in the beginning, but I forgot to say it. Why wouldn't they hold and sell during the bull market? Seems fishy. It seems fishy. My conspiracy theory, and I'm a big conspiracy theorist here. My conspiracy theory with the whole government selling BTC, I think, to me, they want to keep the price as low as possible for as long as they can possibly do it for. And I think they know people will be scared of them holding BT, like rather than just selling all of it at once and just causing a massive panic, because they know people will bought that up and then they'll not have any left to suppress the price. I think that by them selling off like every 3 months, it keeps people kind of scared, you know, and I think they want to keep price low for all their little buddies, because who did we just recently find out is very interested in the crypto market? BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity, 3 biggest companies in the world, right? Makes some sense. You know, that's my take. That's my take. And you know those companies are intertwined with the government somehow. And I think it goes deeper than them just, we just want to sell off every 3 months. I think it goes deeper than that. It's like a fear tactic. It's a way to suppress price. So, you know, I think so the big boys have more time. Or else my take is, why wouldn't they just sell it all at once, you know, and just say, screw this. We don't want any part with this shit. I don't know, man. My pony, they're holding that card in their pocket and pull it as they need it to fit their plan. Exactly. That's my take too. It's a little bit conspiracy, but I feel like a lot of times things are conspiracy. It's not always as simple as it seems, in my opinion. Anyways, we already started the conspiracy theory talk, guys. So that's what we got. We already started the conspiracy theory talk. As far as the altcoin market, there really isn't much going on, right? Like I said, XRP's pulling back today. Link's pulling back today. XLM's pulling back today. Uniswap's up slightly today. There really ain't too much going on in the altcoin market. So, like I said, for the altcoin market, once again, my take is, you know, play the narratives. If there's a hot narrative, play it. But for the most part, right, I'm not interested in playing like the short-term narratives. I'm just trying to, you know, maybe I'll play a short-term narrative to get a longer-term bag, right? So I feel a little bit more comfy in holding it because it's already up a good amount and I don't feel like it's going back to where I bought it. But like Total 3, right? This is the point where I believe we're at. I believe we're in this phase right here. And, you know, it's week by week by week. It slowly goes up. Week by week by week. You don't even notice it. And I think that's where we're at, right? So that's the altcoin market. And like I just keep it very simple right now, man. It's, you know, this. I feel like this is the part of the market where you really you try to outsmart yourself, man. Like you really sit and you try to outsmart yourself by saying, but what about this and what about that and what about this and what if it does this and what if it goes down to this price and what if it goes up to this price, rather than just doing what you need to do, having conviction in something you're invested in, and just chilling the frick out, right? I think we outsmart ourselves sometimes, guys. This whole year has been people outsmarting themselves, right? A whole year. Going into 2023, all the macro experts, Experts were telling us that 2023 was going to be the worst year ever. And it actually, for the stock market, was actually it's gains wise, it's one of the best years ever. You know what I mean? Bitcoin's up 100% this year. I feel like a lot of people always try to outsmart themselves. They try to be a smarty rather than just buying low, waiting for your 4-year phase to kick back in, selling high, right? And that's my plan for the next, 6 months now. But yeah, going to 2024. Anyways, let's talk about some other shit, man. Let's talk about some other shit. Robert said, little do they know, we want lower prices. They think they are damaging crypto. Listen, more accumulation time would not be bad at all. I always like to say that. The longer you get prices low, the more money you'll make, and eventually when the prices go back up, if you are DCAing, right? So I obviously want prices to go up, right? we all kind of want prices to go up. But if they don't, that's not such a bad thing. It isn't such a bad thing at the end of the day. Fear and greed's a 50. Yeah, well, I want to see some fear on that fear and greed. We just ain't getting it yet. We're neutral right now. I want to see some fear, man. That's why, I wouldn't mind if we get one little fear candle. Like if the daily wants to break the range, get one big wick, get everyone all flustered up. Get all the 8Kers back, and just give us that freaking fear candle. I wouldn't be opposed to that either, Standing at a queue at a self-service checkout always makes me feel like dude, the self-service checkout is the greatest thing to ever happen to mankind. I know that was like the start of AI. that was the start of what's going to kill us all in the future, guys. Self-service checkouts. You know what I mean? Because the worst thing that could possibly ever happen right now is basically you go into a grocery store or a convenience store or a pharmacy, whatever you're going to go into. The worst thing in the world is when they don't have self-checkout, or when their self-checkout is done and you got this freaking annoying lady in the front going, okay, let me put all my stuff up on the carriage. Wait, do you have a coupon for this? Do you have a coupon? No? Okay. Let me check my purse. I think I found one. I think I found one the other day. Let me see. Oh, no, I don't have a coupon for that. Okay, I'm going to go put it back on the shelf and get it something else that was on sale. Okay?
How much is this?
I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Question. I grabbed 3 things from the shelf. Can you tell me the prices of all of them? And if any of them will be on sale next month? What do you mean none of them are on sale? What do you mean? I shop here every day. I deserve sales. I shop here every day. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm going to go put them back and find something else that has a deal. Okay? Freaking Christ! Get out of the freaking line! We're waiting here! Freaking Christ! All I came was for some freaking ice cream! What is this lady buying? The whole store? You guys have been there. You guys have been there. 110%. You guys have been there. Where you just go to the store to buy one thing and there's this freaking lady with all her damn coupons in the freaking line, man. God damn. At least say, hey, help out the next guy in line while I'm gone. No, no, all my stuff up here. It's like, come on, dude. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that. Dude, there is a convenience store over here that literally every time I go stand, whenever something's wrong with the self-checkout line, whenever I go and stand in line, there's always one of those ladies, man. Every single time, it never fails. No one else can just go up and just, I'm quick. I grab a couple things, I go up there, they scan it, I pay. I'm in and out 30 seconds. It just seems like everyone else takes 10 minutes. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, I could rant about that all day. But guys, if you're ever at a convenience store and you have people behind you, be fast. Okay? Be fast, please. Anyways. Let's see. Yeah, it really grinds my gears. Not everyone steals right now. No one scans everything. No, I scan everything. Fried bologna sandwich with mustard for dinner tonight. Fried bologna, Clint?
Bruh.
Sign me up for that. Zero asked for XRP. XRP, I don't know what XRP. The thing with XRP is I'm not going to count it out. I will not count XRP out because I've seen XRP do some crazy moves in the past. My thing with XRP is I think a lot of the XRP army was waiting for this Fed now thing, bro. This Fed now thing where Fed now and the Fed was going to be using XRP. That was kind of like the hype. That didn't really happen. So now we're kind of like just sitting here. And I think right now, in my opinion, we're going to need Bitcoin. I know so you always get some throwback whenever people are like, no, my altcoin will pump without Bitcoin. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't freaking happen. If we want XRP to go higher, we need Bitcoin to get a bounce, right? We need Bitcoin to at least get a bounce in here if we want to see XRP even sniff getting past this resistance. But you basically need Bitcoin to get a bounce. But in the meantime, we're kind of just like holding this trend line, right? I mean, technically speaking, money flow's flipping back. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, if we can stay here throughout the weekend and kind of form a little bit of a base, as George would say, listen, like, you might get, market cipher might stop flipping over here. Stocks already bottomed out on this. So indicators are sort of stalling here. So the last thing, like, you need Bitcoin to go up for all altcoins. That's how it is right now. One by one, some of them will get some pumps, but if you want the broad crypto and altcoin market to go up, we need Bitcoin to bounce. That's it. Nada. That's it. But yeah, that's what we need. Next week is, like I said, next week's the Fed meeting, man. So I think it's going to be a nothing burger. The market's already priced in 25 basis points. It's like literally 100% on the CME prediction tool. The market already knows we're getting 25 basis points. It's going to be 25 basis points. Listen, I would love if they paused, if they didn't do another rate hike. Market would go nuts. But it's going to be 25. It's going to be 25. Every time they've done whatever the market thinks every single time. I disagree with them raising rates again. I think that is stupid as shit. We're going to be dealing with deflation. I think the Fed's going too far if they raise rates again, but they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to freaking do it. I disagree. But I think they're going to. I think the issue we have now is not even inflation. The issue we have now is deflation. And if they raise rates again, we might have to, you know what I mean? Like, listen, man, the Fed is usually horrible at doing their job. Okay, they were way too late this time to fight inflation this time, and they're probably going to be way too late to pause rates again. It is what it is, man. You got to deal with it. You got to freaking deal with it, man. Let's see. Fahid said, now I got to teach everyone how to be efficient and cheap. Bro, you want to be efficient and cheap? Just go to the grocery store, okay? Grab some rice. Okay? Grab some rice. Make it into a shape of a chicken wing. Okay? Smother it in barbecue sauce. throw it in a fryer later. There you go. You got your carbs and you got your fake proteins. Chicken wing shaped rice. I'm telling you, you might be knocking it, but if you want to be cheap and efficient, the chicken wing shaped rice with barbecue sauce, it's the best. It's the best. Let's see. Leo keeps asking, what's likelihood of a bounce? I would say this. I never like being bearish at support. Okay? So I will say, I think you have a higher chance to bounce here than you have a higher chance of just dipping here. I will say that. You don't know, right? You never really know. But I think probabilities-wise, you have a higher chance of bouncing than dumping here. But just keep in mind that this initial bounce could just be a throwback, taking out the shorts, then bring it back down. Right? For me, I've sort of said, like, a short-term move is very tough to sort of call right now. And if I'm not sure, I'm not going to, like, be overly, confident in the short-term move. I have no idea. For me, the way I'm looking at the market is I'm sitting in my spot, chilling. Okay? Chilling. If it gets a pullback, I'm looking to bid 28K. That's it. Other than that, try to ignore the price as much as I can. And that's it. And we until this moves, we sort of we talk about chicken shaped rice, and that's what we do. What's Water said, I'll try it. Dude, I'm telling you, try it, man. Try it. Nola said season the rice with protein powder. Ooh. That is a good one. You put some protein powder on that rice? You need some fats, though. That's the only thing you're missing with that is some fats. How can we add some fats cheaply to that meal? How can we add some fats to that meal, guys? Cheaply, because this is the cheap and efficient. I mean, you could, instead of the barbecue sauce, you could take away the barbecue sauce, and hear me out real quick. You can just make a layer of peanut butter around the rice. Come on. You take a knife and you make a nice little layer, like some frosting on a cake, right around that rice with that peanut butter, man. There you go. You got all the macros. Put the protein powder in there. The peanut butter's got some macros. And it got some fats, got some proteins. Boom! We got a nice meal right there, man. I'm telling you. Cover it in flour and fry it. Oh yeah, true. When we fry it, there's some fats. I forgot we were frying it. That is true. The oil's got some fats. What if super pain hasn't came, but double top on this bounce from 15K and drops all the way back down to wipe everyone out before the bull market? Well, I mean, I will never say never to anything. That's not my take of the market right now. But, I think that there's always a chance of that. But for me, my take is whenever you're thinking of the worst case scenarios like that, right, you're sort of predicting sort of the unpredictable, I think, because, right, everyone, my take is this, right? We all like to say, Bitcoin's going to go back down to 15K. I think everyone looks at the COVID dump to say, okay, yes, we did come back down and test the lows again. But I always like to say this, man. That was a black swan. You can predict the unpredictable. Okay, we can do that. But you're definitely being a contrarian. I'll say that. You're definitely being a contrarian thinking that way. And I don't hate being a contrarian, man. And I will say this. What was I going to say? Shit. I was going to say this. Back over here, we also actually did both make a double bottom. I think the thing I'm looking at here is, right, we want to say like a double bottom. And I get that take. My take is this was a low, right? This was a low. So, I mean, you could already argue that we had a double bottom, right? Because if you look at the price action, there's really not any like huge inefficiencies on the weekly. We've had nice little corrections on the way up, right? So we had a big pump here. We corrected back down, filled that inefficiency, moved up. Dumped back down, filled that inefficiency, came back up. So right now, if you look at the price, right, we came back up right here. Bull market support band's at 28K. That's why I think there's still sort of a possibility we come back down to here, fill this inefficiency on this weekly before getting a bounce. But you could argue that this was the first low, rise, second low, right? Just in a smaller time scale. But like I said, I think the way I see it is, I just don't think that's the majority of people are bullish. Like, if everyone was euphoric right now and being like, yeah, let's go, man, that's just not how the market is, right? I showed you guys that this poll over here that's unbiased. On YouTube, we're biased. We're slightly biased. But I showed you a poll that's unbiased from traders, right? 60% thinks we're going to 27K before 33K, right? There isn't this like euphoria in the market where it would be wiping people out, because I still think most people are on the sidelines. I still think that most people aren't even in the market yet. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm certainly having a rant, but yeah. I mean, basically the way I mean, if we're just going to do typical Wyckoff too, I could talk about it so many different ways, right? This was Wyckoff for Bitcoin. We've talked about this a million times, but you know, one low, two lows, spring phase, right? Breakout, SOS, and breakout, right? So we've had basically the Wyckoff, you know, breakout for Bitcoin. So, I mean, you could think it's going to dump all the way back down here. That's just not the way I'm looking at the market right now. You know, you can make that argument if you wanted to. But the way I look at the market, I just don't see it going back down there. If it does, it does, right? We probably have more stuff to worry about if Bitcoin went back down there, but yeah. Anyways, excuse me. People had 2 months to buy at 16K. If you didn't buy, then you missed it. Gen X, don't be trolling them. Don't be trolling them right now, man. We got good vibes in the chat today. Listen, man. It's Friday night. We got some good stuff. I'm gonna have my Polish sausage. Franco's gonna have his Polish sausage. Clint's got his fried bologna sandwich. I've never had one of those, but that sounds phenomenal. What's everyone having for dinner tonight? Let me know. It could be anything. If you're having a PB&J, I'm not hating because PB&Js are delicious. I would love a PB&J. Man, I haven't had a peanut butter sandwich like in so long. So long. I had this peanut butter phase. I was eating peanut butter all the time. And now I don't eat peanut butter anymore. It's kind of sad, actually. Let's see. I love a good whack-off. Oh, God. Of course you do. Your mom. Lord. Love a good fried bologna. Oh. Some fried bologna. Dan's having some lamb chops? Dude. You better be grilling those. You better not be microwaving those like me. I love microwaving my bone-in meat, as you would say, you know. Ramen noodles until next bull market. Hey, hey, a lot of people like ramen noodles. Maj loves ramen noodles. Right, Maj? Mm-hmm. You know, there's nothing wrong with ramen noodles. They have a lot of salt. But, you know, so does pizza. You know what I mean? So, like, whatever. I had some Middle Eastern food. Chicken with curry rice. Mike, I'm bullish on the chicken with curry, man. Any type of Indian food or Middle Eastern food in general is just good, man. Pork rinds and pesto. Dude, you guys are making, like, fancy dinners. What the hell is this? I might just have a hot dog. You guys are making lamb chops and steak and fried bologna and you guys probably baking some ribs on the freaking grill. You guys have some hardcore meals today. I might just have a damn hot dog. Like, Lord, what is this? You guys are some fancy. I should bring out that song. It's like, you fancy, huh? You fancy, huh? But I can't play that because YouTube still doesn't have a way for you to like pay for a song to play on YouTube or stream. Like, dude, if there was a way that I could just be like, I would pay $50. Literally, I would pay $50, probably even more than that, if I could just play one single song on my stream every day. And I would pick, you know what song I would pick? I would pick, don't you know, pump it up. You gots to pump it up. I would pay whatever. I mean, listen, we can make a deal. But YouTube's in 2023, we are making AI robots, but we still don't have a way for creators to just pay for freaking commercial use for songs. It's so stupid. You know what I mean? We have to use these freaking bootleg songs from Night Owl. Actually, Night Owl is pretty good. You know, we have to play songs like this. Hold on. We have to play songs like this, fellas. You know? No, it's a good song. Franco loves Night Owl.
Say make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the rilla. I need that Skrilla on the rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the rilla. I need that Skrilla on the rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C-notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. I need a pack of them snaps, a handful of Fetty Wops, and rubber band on my greenbacks. Look, dawg, don't be playing with my paper. I need every red cent, that's why I brought my little scraper. You don't know me, homie, I rob my own neighbor with a clock around my neck with a style that's so flavor.
You got the Skrilla on the Rilla, baby. Franco told me that he basically is not popular because he doesn't want to suck up to... Basically, he thinks that he could be like the next big one, but he doesn't want to suck up to... What does he want to... Like, he doesn't want to suck up to anyone or something like that. But and that's basically like... That's basically like, you know, that's basically the reason why he's not like in the top 10, you know, best artists in 2023. Because I feel like he has the potential to get there. You know what I mean? Jupiter though, yeah, this looks like super low liquidity, man. This thing got wicks everywhere. That's probably why. Sometimes the exchanges don't want you trading these like ones that are just kind of all over the place. But this one does look like it wants to come and test those lows again. Wants to come test these macro lows here at 0.004. So you might get a nice opportunity there. Yeah, you might get a nice opportunity there on Jupiter. We'll see if you get it. But I don't know why. I would assume it's because it's something with the coin, or it's, you know, not enough liquidity for the freaking Boot said, sorry, this isn't 2003. I wish it was 2003. The music sucks nowadays. Don't get me started about the music nowadays. It is horrible. Horrible. Okay? I'm talking about mainstream music. I know you guys will say, Jordan, it's not true. There's this underground guy that you haven't heard about that's good. It's okay. Like, guys, when I listen to music, I'm not trying to do research, man. I just want to throw something on. You know, I'm not going to be sitting here doing 5 hours of research to find one good song. You know? But here's the thing. I wish we were back to 2003. 2003 was a good time for music. That was a fantastic time for music, in my opinion. Like, you had every genre popping off in 2003. You had the good soft rock. You had the good R&B. You had some good hip hop during that time. That was a good time for music at that point. But man, nowadays, I mean, you want to talk about the hip hop scene now? You know what I mean? They call me Man Jordan. Here we go, boys. I am so high. I bought a gold chain. Oh yeah. Hey. It's like, what are we doing? Not even saying anything. You're just mumbling everything and using auto-tune. Not only are you mumbling, but you're also using auto-tune to mumble. It's like, bro. Jordan Spaghetti. 90s, dude, 90s was great. 90s music just puts you in a really good mood. It's something about 90s music that is just fantastic. 80s music is good too. But I think to my best era for music, I think it probably depends on wherever you grew up, but like it was like the late 90s into the early 2000s was just a freaking godlike era of music, right? If you take like 1995 to like 2010, we'll just say that 1995 to 2010, great era. But since then, back to the drawing board, bro. Like I don't have any other word for it besides bruh. You know what I'm saying? Well, look what happened to people playing instruments. Oh, people don't play instruments anymore. Now you just come up with this. You basically just have electric sounds in the back. Every genre. No genre plays instruments anymore. None. Zero. Zilch. That's why rock is dead. You know, you got country music, but half the country songs they're not even using instruments either. They're using some generic sound in the background. You know. Taylor Swift's killing it. Music in a bear market. It kind of is. Jordan, you too young for the 80s, 90s? No, I know a lot of 80s, 90s songs. You'd be surprised. Because that's what my parents used to listen to. All the time. The 60s, 70s was the GOAT. Oh my God, I can't go back that far, man. I can't go back that far. I don't know. For me, it depends when you grew up, right? So, like, if my grandpa put on 60s music, I would be like, this is dog shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It just depends. It depends. And listen, the music that I thought was good, let's say the 90s, you take kids nowadays, they're probably going to say that music is dog shit. But actually, to be honest, a lot of kids like the old music. They don't like the current music. I don't know who likes the current music. I really don't. Like, how is the current people popular? I don't get it. Because no one likes current music. Everyone always is listening to something from an earlier genre. Even the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the damn kids don't listen to current music. How are they popular? You know? I know everyone's saying Taylor Swift. Ugh. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, man. I'm not a fan. Listen up. Your YouTube foodie channel. Absolute masterpiece. Hands down. Respect to you. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, man. We do what we got to do on the boring days, man. You know what I'm saying? You do what we got to do. I could have just not went live tonight and said, guys, there's nothing going on. I'll see you guys on Monday. But you know what? You know, it's Friday night. We wanted to kick it with the boys for a little bit. Hop on and do what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? So we do what we need to do during these times. But that's that, yeah. Rock and roll McDonald's is good. Rock and roll McDonald's. Oh. The agent said, whoa, not a fan. Her concert changed my life. Dude, people paying $1,000 to sit in the back row at Taylor Swift. Like, bruh. Humanity needs a correction. You know, why are people paying $1,000 to go sit in the back of a concert when you can just go on YouTube, search Taylor Swift concert, and watch the whole concert for free with even better seats on YouTube? It's crazy, dude. Clint said, you don't know crap about country music. Banjo is being played. Try saying country is fake in a small town. Oh, no, I like country music, man. But a lot of the mainstream country music is going away from the instruments into the, like, electronic sounds. But I know you can certainly still find country music that uses guitars and shit. But, yeah. New underground hip-hop. New underground hip-hop is litty. Yeah, I don't have the time to be searching up underground hip-hop. You know what I mean? Like, where do you even find underground hip-hop? Like, I feel like I have to be like a drug dealer, like, or someone looking for like looking for a drug dealer. It's like, oh, I need some good music. Where's this underground shit? It's like, I don't want to be doing that. And I could go on Spotify and just like freaking go deep into Spotify, but man, that I want it given to me on a silver platter, right? Here's a good song, Jordan. My neighbor. You get better at view on a TV than at the game. Dude, you do. You get a better view on most things on TV than going to something. On most things. I've never been a big concert guy for me. And I know some people like concerts. Depends, right? To me, I don't get pumped to going to concerts. Everyone's different, right? But man, it's paying the $1,000 a ticket to go to Taylor Swift and sit in the back row. That is just blows my mind. Blows my mind, man. And if you want, God forbid, you want to sit in the front row. God damn. That is how I find different music. Woods and Water said, get out more. Dude, when you go out, all you hear is old music. You know what I mean? You don't hear any new music. You walking around, all you hear from the cars is old music. You walk around, you might hear music coming out of a restaurant, old music. You go to the gym, what's playing? Old music. Just all old music. I very, very rarely do I hear a song that comes on that I don't know, which tells me it's not new. Very rarely. Like once in a blue moon, I might hear something. I'm like, wait, what is this? What is this? Maybe you can rent the garden for a live stream. Maybe on the last day of the bull market, we rent out the TD garden. We just do a massive live stream from there. And we're like, I'm calling the top today. And we just have a whole crowd where people are like, let's go. Everyone's euphoric at the TD garden. That would be pretty dope. Double my portfolio with Doge today by accident. Nice, Dan. Nice, dude. That's good. That's good. Yeah, Doge got a little move up today. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy on the Doja. Doge is at what, 3%? I feel like it's going to be such a boring weekend, guys. Anyone else have that feel that same way? Where dude, this whole price action this whole week has been mind-numbing. Today was the most mind-numbing, though. Absolutely mind-numbing. This weekend, I feel like is going to be so freaking boring, man. I can just sense it. I think Bitcoin's going to stay in a $100 range the whole freaking weekend. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. I bet here we'll draw a box. Let's do a game, okay? Let's do a game. So this weekend, I bet Bitcoin stays between Let's do a little bit of a game. I bet it stays in between 30K and I probably should do bigger than a $100 range. I bet it stays in between 30K and 29,800 until like Sunday afternoon. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's see if Bitcoin stays in this box the whole freaking weekend. Let's just have that red box right there. And we'll come back on Sunday. Oh, well, I guess we'll come back on Monday. And we'll see if we're still in that box right there. The whole freaking weekend. Right there. Freaking AMC went nuts today. I did. I saw that. AMC went up like 60% or some shit after hours. It went nuts. I did see that. I did see that, man. Auto-tune ruined music. Auto-tune did ruin music. Like, it was cool at first. Like, the whole auto-tune thing was cool at first. Like, when T-Pain started singing auto-tune, it got you hyped, man. It was like, I'm in love with a stripper, she rock and she roll and shit. You got pumped, right? You got pumped. You know what I mean? Or, let me buy you a drink. Ooh, woo. You got pumped. But as time went on, it's like, okay, now everyone's doing auto-tune. Okay, does anyone actually have any talent? Does anyone actually have any talent to sing anymore? We're just going to all do auto-tune. And that's why nowadays, man, when I hear something with auto-tune, it's hard for me to really like it. It is, because I'm just like, this is kind of trash. You know what I mean? It's just a beat with auto-tune in the back. I don't know, man. Does anyone actually have any talent anymore? I don't know, because you don't even know. And it's going to get worse because now we have AI. Now we have AI. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this new AI thing. I don't know if you guys saw this, by the way. The new AI shit that's out. Where you can basically change your voice to literally Drake. like I could right now change my voice to Drake right now and sing a song for you guys. Like right now. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, dude. You know? Man. Auto-tune was the first step. Auto-tune was the first step of AI entering music. Now, we haven't seen anything yet. You like instruments? You're going to be listening to fake instruments in the back. You're not even going to know it's fake instruments. You're going to think you're listening to a guitar, but it's actually an AI guitar in the back. The music has been going downhill since Mozart. Let's see. I got $2 in the bank. Shawty, what you think? What'd you think about that? That's not a good T-Pain song. There was a lot of good T-Pain songs, man. What was another good T-Pain song? He had a lot of good ones, man. I like the bartender. Ooh, she's looking at me. That's another good one, too. Man, what's another one? You guys know back in those days. That was like 2008. It's a good time. Not so much for the economy, but it was a good time for T-Pain. Let's see. Music GPT is next. We all will be making our own music. Dude, yeah, we will. Make me a song about this, with this beat, with this tempo, and it's just going to auto-generate a song with you. With vocals, instruments, literally everything, man. Literally everything. All right, anyways, guys. I'm out of here. We talked about enough stuff today. I'll be back on Monday. There ain't shit going on. Once again, there really isn't anything going on, guys. Like, you know, we're at 30K, right? We're in an uptrend. Just chill out, right? We've, you know, we've made some good calls on some altcoins that have come up. Like I said, for the other altcoins, we just need Bitcoin to make a move. It's very, very boring right now. But as we've been talking about, right, BBWP that we talked about in January, that, you know, when we talked about this, it was like, it's never, where's the money going to come from? It's never going to happen. We talked about the low volatility in back in this time, right? And we talked about how, okay, eventually move's going to happen. Eventually we got a massive move, right? So we're kind of in that same boat now where volatility is super low. It's super quiet in the space, super quiet, okay? And yeah, this is where we're at. Like, and it's kind of funny, man, because I just sense a lot of, like, I sense a lot of sadness, right? And even from like Bitcoin maxis, I'm like, look what Bitcoin's done the whole year, man. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? As we continue to just make higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? So keep your eye on the prize, guys. Like I said, I'll be back on Monday. Like I said, the space is just very quiet and trolly, and because there's nothing really to talk about, right? So that's just kind of how it is. Anyways, I'm out of here. Have a fantastic night, guys. Peace out. I'm continuing to stack for the next 6 months, and I'm going to make it, and I hope you guys do too. Later. Peace. I'm out.